Hi Aries, this is going to be your reading for the second week of November 2021, seeing what the new moon in Scorpio has brought in for you guys. It's good for Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus sign of Aries in tropical astrology. It is a general reading, however, so it won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, Aries, try watching any other part of your natal chart on this channel. You could find the valuable messages that you need there instead, or additional messages about different parts of your life. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website's down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Aries. Hi babies. I hope you guys are doing well. Aries, you look a little stressed out this week. What came out of the Enchanted Map Oracle deck was number 10 and number 44, rock bottom and strength. Ugh. Protecting treasure is at the bottom of the deck. I think that right now you feel like you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your assets, what matters most to you. This could be your belongings, your home, your family, just yourself. Just under this little umbrella. I'm not getting the sense that something horrific is happening here for you. It's like maybe last week was kind of shit and you're like, welp, I'm strong enough to make it through this. I can only go up from here. You've hit the bottom. You're not falling into an abyss. It's like with the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, it's just a lot. Like life is a lot right now. And I think you've hit a rock bottom of some kind somewhere in your life that's reminding you of how strong you really are. I think that there is an opportunity for you to see your own personal strength. And furthermore, because we're in Scorpio season, it's definitely not time to make a change. Yesterday, Uranus was in sextile, I think with Mercury or some other planets. And what that does during a new moon in Scorpio is that Scorpio is a fixed sign, okay? So they like to go with what's tried and true. But at the same time, Scorpio represents transformation and change, necessary change, not being afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. Uranus is your advice. I think you need to check your Uranus placement. You also need to check your 10th house. This is where you will be hit the second week of November. Look at your Uranus placement. What's in your 10th house? Look at the strengths, look at the weaknesses. I don't do this for my health. This is your message. This is your channeled message. You do have the potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. This may involve your 10th house. That's about your achievements and your status in the outside world, what you do for work, prestige. It is about conditioning. I mean, this guy is walking on the moon. He's making shit happen in his life. I think that it may be time for a change for you, a radical change in some way. You guys love change. You're so good at the beginning of anything. You are the spark. So Uranus energy usually feels pretty comfortable for Aries. It's time for you to shake some things up, probably in career. You may need to launch a new product, or you need to look at your achievements and status in the outside world in a different way. You can change. You can be electrifying. I also see Taurus at the bottom of the deck. You may be dealing with a Taurus at this time. If you have Taurus in your chart, it will be affecting you right now, Aries. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. I do think that in the second week of November, you will have kind of a slow pace, but it might be a little too slow for you, and it'll give you time to think about shit that's bothering you. Look around you. There is abundance around you. You may be being asked to go outside in nature at this time and get grounded. It will help you. Go slow, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. If you're feeling like you've hit a rock bottom or a brick wall, it's just testing your strength. You are being tested. I asked the angels to come out and I said, please give Aries an answer to a question that they have at this time. So form a question in your head. Don't think about it too hard, Aries. This is your answer. I got romance, recovery, and helpful people. So this could be about a romantic relationship, but it's also possible that if it's not about romance, it's just about an important, intimate relationship for you. Even the relationship you have with yourself. We recapture and create romance in different ways and different parts of our life. So if you don't have a romantic partner, that doesn't mean this message isn't for you. Think outside the box. I have romance, recovery, and helpful people. You know what I saw right away, you guys? You and your partner need to get a freaking babysitter so that you can have one good night out alone. Okay? There are helpful people around you that can help you recover an intimate connection with either yourself or someone else. There may be a relationship right now that's on your mind. Spirit wants you to know you're in a process of recovery, or perhaps that person is in a process of recovery. Helpful people surrounding them or you are what's called for at this time. They want you to remain positive. They're saying remain positive. You might need some help, like a group dynamic. Again, what I saw was y'all need a babysitter so you can finally go out on a Friday night, or you need to connect with friends. You might not be ready for romance at this time because you're in recovery. Talk to other friends and people about it. Remain positive. It's all going to be good, baby. It's all good. So at the center of everything for you moving into this second week of November, Aries, is the Three of Wands, but the challenge is the Nine of Wands. You could be looking to the future and waiting to hear from someone. The problem might be they don't want to talk right now, or vice versa. I also see that you are facing the future. The Three of Wands is what dreams may come. You don't want your wings to be clipped. You're examining the full growth potential of your life. The problem is life is a battlefield right now. Look at his face. He's like, I can make it back to base camp, General. I need a minute. Have faith, but your spiritual strength may be tested this week. You may feel as though people are challenging you. Watch out that you don't overstep other people's boundaries at this time, Aries, and don't let other people push you. I see that right now is just sort of a time to stand still and be master of your own domain, hanging in there. What's driving you is the devil and judgment. Now I have a Queen of Pentacles here, so some of you have a Capricorn in your life. But it doesn't have to be a Capricorn. The devil does represent Capricorn, and judgment represents Scorpio or sometimes Libra. What is driving you is Spirit is trying to wake you up about something that you can no longer ignore. Otherwise, you're just dealing with a Capricorn. If you have Capricorn or Scorpio in your chart, look those placements up too. It's all the clues in the tarot, okay? Lots of clues. Lots of clues with tarot. There's something that maybe you don't feel good about. There's something that maybe you've been obsessed with. There's something that's been unhealthy for you. You look chained and bound here, Aries, and not in a fun way. This could be a health issue for you. Judgment coming out is a warning that something can no longer be ignored. In some part of your life that you haven't felt good about something, listen to your inner knowledge at this point. Spirit is telling you, look, you really need to be at a crossroads and hear the divine. You will know what to do. Watch out for having a strong inner critic. Do not let other people judge you at this time. You remember what the oracle message said. You need positivity and helpful people. You need recovery, not criticism. Okay, it looks like you might not be getting the help you need. Some of you don't even ask for it. It's like, hey, wake up. You're not entirely happy in this situation, or someone isn't. Recent past or deep within, what's driving you on a subconscious level is the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a person around you, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn feminine energy, or that, or you have that in your chart, maybe Earth in your chart. This might be a person that you really want to talk to and you see a future with, or you're wondering how they're doing. They may not want to talk to you, or because I noticed the Nine of Wands is looking back at this. There may be a person that wants to talk to you that you're not quite ready to talk to. Heart-to-heart conversations are helpful when you can constructively share your emotions. You might be very concerned about this person. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, or you're looking at yourself in the mirror thinking, what's the most grounded, practical solution I can come up with at this time? Because the Queen of Pentacles is boss lady most of the time. This is a person you want to talk to, or you want to be this person. How can I create an environment where I provide for myself and others in a healthy, constructive way? That's what's happening deep within. What you're thinking about and your advice is the moon and the sun. Whoa, this doesn't happen very often. When it does, it's powerful. When day is night and night is day. This may have something to do with an eclipse. Check the calendar. That may be a powerful time for you. A solar or lunar eclipse. I think we may have one coming up. That might be a timestamp for when you can take action. You may need to wait until an eclipse. What Spirit is telling you is don't ignore the niggling feelings that you have. Get in touch with your emotions at this time. You may be experiencing cycles. There may be days where you feel gloomy and insecure and unsure, even a little paranoid and worried. And then there will be days when you are happy. Some of you may be going through some hormonal changes as well. Eating a lot of vegetables and foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids will help with evenness and balance in your cycles. I don't know why. I never get a message like that off of these cards, but they told me to tell somebody that. I think that Spirit is saying there's a lot of untapped hidden potential that you're not seeing right now. Remain positive and optimistic. You may need more clarity in a situation. The truth will reveal itself soon, or clarity, not necessarily the truth. You will have clarity soon. I think you will need to be patient and hang in there. Someone in your life may be feeling moody and you're the positive one, or vice versa as well. Conversation with that person and a rebirth might be called for to help you know what's happening in the future. Just watch for boundaries. Your actions this week, not a lot. Here you are, Aries, the Emperor. The Emperor could be someone else around you in your life, though. A husband, a father figure, your boss even. Doesn't have to be you. I see that you just need to chill. Life is stressful for you at the moment. You need to intellectually reevaluate something. Some of you may be sick or not feeling good. Some of you may feel like you need to sit. With the Emperor and the Devil here, I see a sedentariness and a heaviness. Watch for bloating. Watch out for eating foods that make you feel so satiated that you can't move around. Because this could be a health thing where you're just tired and worn down. You do have the future to think about here. And the future could be bright if you could just get to the bottom of the niggling, weird emotional feelings that you've been having. I think you will be chilling out this week, but I also see you being classic Aries, master of your domain. Logical, practical, in control. The Emperor is a person that has their shit together. Yeah, which is good. But Aries, the way you see yourself is the Ten of Wands. Aries. Are you asking your kids to help you carry in the groceries? You guys. Now, you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're almost finished a cycle. Almost done. Look, he's almost home. Some of you feel like you need to hide from other people at this time. It's like, you can't see me. You can't see me. I think that you guys kind of prefer to work alone, but it might be stressing you out. And now this Queen of Pentacles back here that may want to talk to you, you might not want to talk to her, okay? Release what you no longer need. You're almost to a finish line. Ask for help and delegate responsibilities to others because you may be moving into next week a little worn down, thinking about the future, but a little paused. Probably because you want control. Most Aries do. I don't fault you for that. I don't have any Aries in my chart, but I'm the Emperor in my life all the time too. Hidden factors that you are not aware of that may be affecting your life. Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, and the Six of Pentacles. This could be a timestamp that a payout that you've been waiting for will come at Sag season. Sagittarius season starts November 22nd, so it's only a few weeks away. You may be in a situation with a person right now. The hidden factor that you're not aware of is there is a person around you possibly that is very calm, cool, and collected. They are going to determine the purpose. They will be very calm with you. They might not necessarily show you a lot of emotion. And they are going to be generous with you, but they will not unbalance their scales at this time, Aries. There will be equal give and take. Is what I'm hearing. If it's a person, they will help, but they will only give so much. They cannot unbalance their scales. You may need to be generous with someone. Someone may need to be generous with you. The bills could be paid. Again, you could be getting a bit of a windfall right around Christmas, which would be nice. Yeah, for those of you that celebrate Christmas. I also think there might be tension with this person, though. You differ in opinion. You can work together and work it out. It will take strength. And Leo season, a new opportunity that you've been waiting for might come in, but that's next summer. The way you're feeling right now all the time is the King of Wands and the Six of Cups. There may be a fire sign around you that you miss, or this is you. You know, the King of Wands is when we feel like a grand visionary. It's when we've reached a level of mastery when it comes to the fire element, which is where we are innovative, where we see growth potential, where we are leaders and highly creative. You're thinking about the future and you will feel very innovative, benevolent even, and passionate, but you will also be nostalgic. I think that the past may fuel your grand visions for the future that may or may not be realistic, Aries, which is why we've got the moon and the sun. You need to do something different. Some of you need to recapture a childhood dream that was long forgotten. You will be feeling nostalgic. You may be missing easier, simpler times, but I see your hand on your hip and you're still going to be a grand visionary. That's how you'll be feeling. The final outcome for you is kind of a mixed bag, the Eight of Swords and the Hangman. So you have several major arcana cards here. You're being asked to not ignore an inner calling about things that chain you and bind you in an unhealthy way. You're only stuck if you think you are. You have to think about the future. Accept clarity and optimism, but also accept your niggling, darker emotions too. Shedding light on your intuition and your emotions at this time. You will also face the things that you believe about yourself that limit you. You may feel trapped and stuck in your head a few times or two this week, Aries. But the purpose of the situation that you're in is Spirit is asking you with the Hangman of Pisces to surrender, let go. In particular, let go of things that you have no control over. You are being asked to see something from a different point of view and pause. You may need to make a sacrifice of some kind at this time, and that will be difficult for you to face. You have the strength to do it. It's really important to focus on what you're achieving in the outside world and accept an awakening that sudden change is required. There is a potential for sudden change that could affect your 10th house. You're just going to have to put slow and steady work into it. Remain positive. You have the strength at this time, Aries. You're just hanging in there. You've got this. You've got this. All right, Aries, that's your reading for the second week of November. I really hope it resonates with you. And if it does, I hope it helps you. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. The link to my website is down in the description below this video. I'm always listening to the universe for you, my strong emperors, my kings and queens of wands. I love you, Aries. I'll see you next time.